What's going on, everybody? It's Nick the Pokey Plumber, and today's title reads, Do you have stamina? Can you last long enough? Nah? Double meaning? But my meaning is way different. So let's go, let's start this off with a bang. Hey, I'm a little bit under the weather right now, but the thing is, my mic came in, I want to test it out. I have to try to be consistent, like I said, so I'm going to keep pumping these things out so you guys can have, 3, maybe 4 videos a week to enjoy. It's going to be a little hard with the topics, but dude, with everything going on in this hobby, the topics are endless right now. So let's get back to the subject, and I appreciate you guys for the first video. We killed it. There was over 6,000 views. That's huge for a first YouTube video. So I can't do this without you guys. I truly am grateful. And let's get ready for another video. Do you have stamina? Can you last long enough? So right now in this hobby, everybody seems to be overpaying a little bit, right? And I'm not all about overpaying, paying $200 for a booster box, $100 for an ETB. But the truth is, right, and this is the absolute truth, no BS, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff, that if you truly are here for the long term, that you might be able to get away with this, right? But there has been many instances when people are like, I'm going to be here for 5 years, I'm going to be here for 10 years. And then I have them messaging me after a year in this hobby saying, hey, Nick, can I sell you this? And they're doing that at the first sign of a very little dip. And at that time, when we start to dip, Nick's no longer buying at 90%. Nick's buying at 80%. Then we go a little further into this dip and retraction, and then Nick's buying at 80% again, right? So at the first sign of a dip, you're going to see about 20% of the people literally escape from this hobby. They're going to be like, oh no, I need to get out. And and that's when I can buy things at a discount again, right? So right now, I want to get a little bit into what I'm buying, right? Right now, I am currently, for Scarlet and Violet era, there are 2 sets that I'm still buying. Set number 1 is Paldea Evolved. Paldea Evolved, I think we saw maybe its last reprint. And I think that Magikarp is just such a beautiful art that there's just so much potential for that set. It has so many illustration rares, so many SIRs. That set, to me, in the foreseeable future, is on the level of an Unbroken Bonds, on the level of a Fusion Strike, and I truly believe that. Let these Pokemon age a little bit, and people are going to start to love them more and more. The next set from Scarlet and Violet that I'm buying is a Twilight Masquerade. In theory, Twilight should absolutely get a reprint, but in the case that it's not, and this is where it comes, can you last long enough, then I'm going to buy Twilight Masquerade at the current price. I just had 2 cases come in yesterday, and I'm going to buy more because I am so confident with that set. It has such a great... I know a lot of people didn't like the Greninja in the beginning, but I absolutely love the Greninja. You have the Greninja, you have the Eevee, you have the Pinsir, the Infernape, the Blood Moon Ursaluna. I think that set has so much potential. It's just a S-tier set to me. Now, we'll go back a little bit more and go back into one of my favorite eras, Sword and Shield. Right now, Sword and Shield is finally getting the love it deserves, right? It was stagnant for a while, but now it looks like it's doing what it was meant to do, right? So when it comes to Sword and Shield era, I'm looking at your Brilliant Stars, right? So I look at Brilliant Stars and I say, hey, right now it's sub $300. Right? What do I compare Brilliant Stars to? And then I look back and I look at Unified Minds, look at Cosmic Eclipse, I look at Unbroken Bonds. And I'm like, wow, I truly do believe that Brilliant Stars is on the level of those sets. And where are those sets sitting right now? Currently, Unified's around $1,000. You have Unbroken Bonds, $1,000. And you have Cosmic Eclipse, $1,500. So now when I'm looking at your Unbroken Bonds, your Unified, your Cosmic, I'm like, Brilliant's really not too far off from that set. So Brilliant Stars is another stacked set. The Arceus, the Charizard, you have the Trainer Gallery, which is doing phenomenal right now. You have the Evolutions. You have Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon. Those are doing fantastic right now, especially in the PSA 10s. Then you have the 2 Sylveon cards, the 2 Umbreon cards, and then the 2 Mimikyu cards. So that set not only has the alt arts, but it goes deeper, right? No pun intended, but it is a deep set. So next you have Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest I also have on that level. You have a beautiful trainer gallery. That Rayquaza is one of my favorite cards. Even the Blaziken, it has two beautiful Blazikens. And then of course you have the Lugia. And with this new set coming out, you have Ho-Oh coming out. So now people are going to want to pair the Lugia alt art with the Ho-Oh SIR. And I think that's going to make the Lugia a little, have a little bit more of a jump. It already had a drastic jump. It looks to be around 650, 700 in a PSA 10 right now. But Silver Tempest is still another affordable box. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can, I really recommend, this is what I was taught in the beginning. You buy one to keep sealed and one to rip. And I lived by that forever. However, right, when it came to Ultra Prism, I bought one box to keep sealed and then two boxes to keep sealed because I wasn't the biggest fan of Ultra Prism and I was opening the packs from collection boxes and tins. So if you can, and you can't afford a case or anything like that, just buy one to enjoy and then one to stash away in the closet. And then last but not least, the set that I'm all in right now is Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is going to be one of those sets that ages like fine wine. You have one of the most spectacular set lists I've ever seen in my life. Personally for me, the Suicune, the Entei, and the Raikou are some of the most beautiful cards I've ever seen, right? And they were undervalued forever, right? Absolutely forever. And then you have a beautiful Pikachu card. And then last but not least, oh, actually you have all the gold cards with the Tina, the Arceus, the Dialga Palkia. So those are beautiful. But for me, it's the Mewtwo doing the Kamehameha, the Charizard. That is one of the coolest cards ever. That V-Star is absolutely beautiful. So when I'm looking at Crown Zenith, I'm like, okay, all the cards in that set are absolutely phenomenal. And it goes so deep as well as Brilliant Stars. And then you have the opening factor, right? When you open this set, whether it's a Sea and Sky collection box, whether it's a tin, whether it's a ETB, the pull rates are so plentiful that it makes it so much fun to rip. I can't even tell you the last time I enjoyed ripping a set like Crown Zenith. Because it's not just opening, ETB after ETB and not getting a hit. You're getting some beautiful trainer cards. You're getting the trainer gallery cards. Then you have the Pikachu, the Duskull, the Riolu. Like that set from top to bottom might be one of the best sets I've ever seen. And I'm being serious. One of the best sets I've ever seen out of any era. So yes, right now, before it's too late, I'm going all in on Crown Zenith. Whew, that is a great set. Sorry, I'm losing my breath. I can't believe it. I'm sick again. It's like it doesn't end. But yeah, so if you're in this hobby and you're buying stuff right now, when you do see these dips, this is the hardest part of the hobby because I've struggled with it in the past. Like if you don't enjoy this, right, and all these dips happen, you are going to be a miserable person. Like for me, if this really is, if it really does have a dip that severe and we tank to the bottom, at least I'm going to be able to enjoy my PSA cards. Enjoy, ripping some building battles of Brilliant Stars, whether it's through the roof, whether it's nothing. Like that's why I always recommend buying some of these other smaller products, right? Because in the future, I'm not going to be ripping booster boxes. I'm going to be ripping, these build-in battles, these 3-pack blisters, and, your single-pack blisters, your tins, collection boxes. That's why I try to diversify a little bit, right? That truly is key to a diversification. So that's all I got for you guys today. I was going to keep it going, but it's kind of hard to breathe right now. I got a mic. I'm stepping it up. And no, I appreciate all the love and support from before. I cannot believe we had that many views in the beginning. And I'm just going to keep sharing little by little with you guys. We're going to start doing some openings. We're going to start going on some adventures. But I think I found like an editor, right? Him and I think we're having a treaty. And then we're going to start working things out. But I love you all. And my new catchphrase, it's a me, the Poke Plumber. So stupid.